Hey, what's up, Reefers? Jay here, and we're doing a quick 6-month update on the 20-gallon Nuvo drop-off. So it's 6 months old. All started from frags, mostly from the grow out. There's some new stuff in there, but it's growing really well, as you can tell. And we're gonna do a basic breakdown of all the equipment that I'm using on this tank and a few different methods. A little algae on the glass. It's kind of a pain to clean in some spots. Definitely need to get a scraper or whatnot. But what we have for export here on this tank, obviously it's an all-in-one tank, 20 gallons again. We're using the basic media basket, and all I've run on there is carbon and obviously the floss. And the floss is doing real well. That's a few days old there. So next to that, we also are running the Aquamax NF1 Nano Skimmer, and obviously it's doing great. It really helps this tank out. As you can see, water's crystal clear. I do have a little snail guard there that you notice on my overflow. Now, the reason why I actually have that on the tank, it's very helpful for these types of tanks, and especially the ones with the single overflow, the inlet there. Now, what happens is if a snail goes past that, I'm gonna trigger my ice cap ATO. It's gonna drop the level of water in there just by them, plugging up that hole a little bit. So what I thought was, I needed something to prevent that. So this is a very good idea. You can easily print these out on a 3D printer, and it's very helpful. I also have the water guard on there for the Aquamax skimmer. Keeps it real quiet, no runoff in the tank, so really helps. As far as heaters go, can't see it obviously, but it's a Cobalt Neotherm. I believe it's a 50 watt, so that's what we're using on there. As far as lighting goes, we're using the new Hydra 32s, which I'm a fan of so far. We're also using the Reef Bright XHO blues on the K26 kit that Reef Bright has came out with, which again, I'm a very big fan of. It really gives the tank a lot of pop. And it helps with coverage as well. In some of those spots that, you might get a little shadowing depending on your, aquascape or just the dimensions of the tank alone. They do come out very helpful. As far as flow goes, we're using a CJ Syncra 1.0 in this tank for the return, and the SDC Extreme. Those are the Wi-Fi pumps, so it comes with a nice, real easy app that CJ's provided, and all you gotta do is dial in a nice pattern. As you can see, I use it on pulse mode, works real well. All the corals are very happy, Torch is very happy. That's also the Reef Racks Nano Rocks that I'm using on the overflow there, and they are reef safe magnets, so you don't have to worry. I'm a big fan of these. I got some macros and a torch on one, so all is cool. Acros are very happy. Anemones are happy, and all is well. Now down below, what we have down here, we're running the X1, and this is the original, nothing fancy, but that is the X1, and we're running the Liquid Reef from Brightwell, and that's an all-in-one product. Obviously keeps this tank very stable, so I'm a big fan of it. We're also running the Inkbird C929A. That's a Wi-Fi controller for the heater. Works very well. And we have a Wi-Fi Power strip, surge protector there. Very easy to use. I use it for lighting and such. The ATO, things that I can control without, spending, 200, 300, $400 on a controller for this thing. And obviously the ice gap ATO down below. And that's what's powering this tank here. So glad to do this update. I'll do more of them here in the near future for this tank. And thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it.